Hey everybody, Dr. Dave Marquis here, and I had another thought for you that I wanted to share relative to things that are new in terms of the frequency of me seeing it. And although I can look forward into a day of my practice and kind of anticipate the types of patients that I'm going to see because I've been at it for so long, I'm getting a volume of patients just recently that have kind of surprised me. In a typical year, I might get a handful of patients dealing with acute hepatitis. So it's not something that I see a lot of. But it's something that is manageable, and if you have a good team network, you can actually help somebody get their way out of that pretty quickly. Recently, I've seen more than 2 handfuls of those types of patients dealing with inflammation of their liver, so they've got hepatitis, just within a couple of months. And as part of the evaluation process, we'll ask patients, what's new in your life? Have you been sick? Have you been drinking a lot? Have you been out of the country? And you want to kind of narrow down, what are the possibilities of why this happened to this person now and not historically? Well, the commonality amongst all of the patients that I've seen just in the past few months is that they had, within about 2 to 4 weeks prior, received their second jab. And so there seems to be at least a chronological association there. And I've noticed in the literature there's actually some supportive data indicating that that might be the case. And so I wanted to bring that to people's awareness that they might be seeing that, and to be aware that that's a possibility. And if it is, then you need to know what to do. Now, turning down the inflammation in that organ is really important because you can't live without your liver. It's like not one of those optional pieces that you could have pulled out. It'd be like saying I want to move to a city that doesn't have a sanitation department and being good with that. When the liver starts to back up, it's a lot like having your sanitation department going on strike. Trash cans start to build up. Well, in the body, it actually starts to manifest that you see people's eyes yellowing and their skin changes color and they feel crummy, they're achy, and they're really lethargic. It's not a good place to be. And it can be life-threatening, so it's something that you need to take seriously and recognize. Well, looking at some of the things that can be done to support that process, knowing that we seem to be experiencing more of it, I just wanted to share some of the tools that we have. I've talked quite a bit about 2 of them in other videos. I've mentioned glutathione and I've mentioned N-acetylcysteine. Those are 2 really important tools that can and should be used for the purposes of anything related to inflammation in that organ. But there's also some botanical choices that have some of those in them also that can be helpful. One is called Lipotropic Complex, and that's a blend of botanicals, things like artichoke, milk thistle, dandelion, some of the curcuminoids, along with some of those other micronutrients. And when using those types of things, it's kind of like giving the liver more of the support that it needs to deal with the excess inflammation while the body's managing whatever triggered it. In the case of these jabs, it's going to be more along the lines of a autoimmune or viral attack. That's at least what it appears to be. And helping the body to quickly address that and support your detox pathway simultaneously is really important. There's another product that's kind of a corollary to the lipotropic complex called Metacrin-DX. I like both of those. They're both great products, so if you can find either of those, I'd encourage you to have them on hand, not just for what we're talking about now, but actually for an occasional cleanse of the body. Kind of like spraying your garbage can out just to stop it from smelling and getting all the ooky stuff that might, sink to the bottom of that. You can support your own body's detox pathways in a preventative fashion. So I hope that's helpful information. I just wanted to throw out some of the things that we're seeing right now so that you're aware that that's in our world and have some tools ready if it happens to you or a loved one. Hope that's helpful to you. Have a great day.